Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for checking in with me on this video just to see how it's going. It's been going really well. I'm very happy with the progress that I've made, and I feel a little bit like I've had some successes that I can celebrate, and hopefully the first of many. So, as you know, I left office work in December to do music full time, and it's been so awesome. I've had the opportunity to meet people in the community. I've been collaborating with people on production music albums, and I've expanded my entire catalog so much over the last while from doing all these different little projects. With regards to the production music, what's very exciting about that is that the collaboration that I did with this composer who reached out to me, and I just feel so lucky that that's happened that way. That music album is going to be released on the 10th of July with BMG in Germany, and I still can't believe, I pinch myself that this is the case. Doing a collaboration like that has been a great way for me to get my foot in the door, so to speak, in production music, because who do you turn to? Who do you go to if you don't know what the industry's about? So it's been really cool to work with somebody who knows the industry, who has got an impressive catalogue and established relationships and contacts, and I'm very grateful for that working relationship. So that first album's done. We're on to our next project, and we're going to keep plodding away. It's super fantastic. Then I'm going to be quite busy over the next month or so as I focus more on some production music, and I'm not going to be abandoning the stuff that I do for releasing under my own name independently as an artist. And the reason for that is because I've actually done a whole year's worth of work in a short amount of time to release over the next 12 months. And how that's all come about is that I was accepted onto the artist list for Soothe Sounds, who are based down in Australia. And I thought, well, how can I make the most of this opportunity? You know, working with Soothe Sounds, who are all about soothing instrumentals. They've got a very particular vibe that they're after. I thought this is very well aligned with my own artistic voice, and I thought, wow, what am I going to do? And I was reminded of what a fellow composer had done with one of his releases, and he had taken a specific day off and cut up the day into time slots and created a piece of music for each time in the day and what was happening at that time of the day. And I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And thank you to Richard for that inspiration. What I decided to do was to write a piece of poetry for something that was quite dear and near to my heart, and that is to do with appreciating the present moments, appreciating the simple things, about the ordinary moments and the ordinary things which everyone has access to, and for which, if we just stop and notice them, they will give us so much joy and so much creative energy and just help us stay in the moments. So that was going to be the concept for the whole project, as I would write this poem. So what I did then was I decided to work with this lovely instrument over here called the Crow Hill Company Absurdly Quiet Piano Pro. And I love this little rodent over here. This has been my friend for the last month or so. And I had one Cubase file which I worked in for making these tracks. And I took this poem that I had, which is going to be revealed over the coming months. And in each line of the poem, I just bolded each thing that I would take out of there as an idea or a concept. And I was going to then sit with that and then visualize each of those things, really sit in the moment with them and create some music. And if you see here in Cubase, if I just go over to the side over here, green means it's done. But here is all my workings, and I did so much. I created so much. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't know about you guys, but when you're inspired, and this piano instrument is really inspiring in and of itself. So working with that and with the concept of my poem, this music sort of just fell out of my fingertips here. And if I just press play and see if this works. So this is Sandy Shores. It's very quiet, very soothing. And so the idea behind here is that you are visualizing standing at the water's edge. You've got your toes in the sand and the water is just lapping at your toes. You can just feel that refreshing kiss of the water and that wet sand. And so this is the whole feeling of this particular track. It's just a reminder to just come enjoy a simple pleasure of standing on a sandy shore at the water's faint edge. It's just lovely. So if you want to fall asleep or you need something to listen to in the background of your working day, this will be coming out on the 10th of July, and you'll be able to listen to it wherever you listen to your music. So yeah, that was the first track. So the first track is going to go out in July, and then as you can see here, I have done all of the tracks for 12 of them, all in a matter of weeks, and they will be released each month. I'll be releasing a new one and revealing the line of the poem that it comes from, and also the little visualization that I used to be able to be inspired and intuit and create these pieces of music. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you'll keep an eye out for those when they do come through. So yeah, that's where I've been at. It's been fantastic. I've great support. I must say again, a big thank you to everyone who supports me. Not only all the people who listen to my music who are not composers. So there's so many of my friends and family and people far and wide who reach out and tell me about like how the music has made them feel and helped them, but also the composer community who have really been behind me and rooting for me as I move through the months of this new journey. So thank you so much to everybody, and I must say a special thank you to the Crow Hill Company for their fantastic products, which just have been making this a real wonderful joy to create the music. It's like being a painter, where if you get lovely colors of paint and you get lovely paintbrushes and paper and things, you can just create to your heart's content. And that's how I feel with these lovely instruments that I have to work with. And then the network has been absolutely a source of support. And again, it's like when you're on your own, when you're working on your own, and you don't have an office that you're going to with the people who are in your industry that you can communicate with, that podcast on a Wednesday is absolutely, it fulfills that for me. So it's fantastic. And if you are interested in finding out more about that, go to the Crow Hill Company YouTube channel, and on a Wednesday they will usually put out a notification for the next podcast that's coming out, and you can click the little notify me button and then hop on. And they've got a Google Meet, and you can just be anyone. Just come and join and sit in and have a chat. You don't need to talk or say anything. Just be part of the conversation, which would be great. We love to have everyone there. You know, it's people from all walks of life, all different levels of experience in music, and some people are very technical, and like me, I'm not very technical from a music technology perspective. So it's quite a mix, and you'll have a good time. So that's all from me for now. Thank you so much, and I will see you again in about another month or so, and to let you know how things are going. Thank you.